Start. There are still glaring inequalities in the standard of living of our people and of opportunities for a better life. We must urgently endeavor to narrow down, if not remove, such differences without subjecting any one section of society to particular hardship. We must not allow entrenched vested interest, however powerful and well organized they may be, to impede our efforts in this direction. Vulgar ostentation, unnecessary pomp irritate those less fortunately placed in life. Such gradual accumulations of hatred possess a serious problem and will ultimately tear apart from the fabric of our society and our faith in democratic institutions. We have to set a good example individually if we are to succeed collectively as a nation. I have therefore resolved that the initiative in such matters must come from the top. I have decided that I will surrender every month rupees 7,000 of my salary as the President of India, and such portion of my salary as I shall receive will be subject to income tax as in the case of an ordinary citizen. I have also decided to move out of Rashtrapati Bhavan into a simple house which will not be inconsistently detract from the dignity of the high office of the President of India. I will also affect considerable reduction of expenditure at Rashtrapati Bhavan. I have asked the government to locate for me some such suitable place where I and my staff can be accommodated in reasonable comfort but at considerably reduced expense to the exchequer. We have been trying to reduce inequalities among the various sections of our people. I am particularly concerned about the lack of uniformity in approach and principles and the inadequate pace of progress in the implementation of land reforms and in the enforcement of controls over the growth of monopolistic tendencies in the non-agricultural sector. Such monopolistic growth of a few vested interests has assumed serious proportions over the years. Political corruption, demoralization in the public services, and a deterioration of standards in public life are directly related to black money and pressures which a few antisocial elements in our society can exert to disrupt national life. We are today worried about rising prices which affect even the basic necessities of life. The upward spiraling prices show little sign of abatement. A small section of our community who are better organized are managing to obtain illusory reliefs from time to time. Such reliefs are unfortunately neutralized even as they are announced by the of a very watchful and unscrupulous section of our society which preys on human misfortune.